Hello, friends and family. Welcome to Cicely Verdani, your home for spiritual insight and entertainment. My name is Courtney of Cicely Verdani. Today we're getting into a juicy reading titled, What's the Gossip About You? So we have three lovely piles. Pile number 1 with the jasmine candle. Pile number 2 with the vanilla candle. Pile number 3 with the rose candle. The timestamps are in the description box below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let us know what you thought about this video, and we'll see you in your pile. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the vanilla candle, this is your reading about what's the gossip on you. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe this video. Let me know down below how it resonates with you. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. What is the gossip on pile number 1? What is the gossip on pile number 1? Okay, people feel like you are living your best life, pile number 1. Maybe you're in love, maybe you're inspired. I'm getting a sense of actually being in love with life. You might be they're gossiping about how romantic you are and how you used to get taken advantage of because of your loving nature, and you're kind of like a lover girl, lover boy personality, but they're realizing that you took this beautiful energy and you're pouring it into yourself, and you're pouring it into your life and your endeavors. You're pouring it into your hobbies and your goals so that you can really build a life. They see that you have built a life that you feel passionate about. People are gossiping. They're gossiping about how intuitive you are. And how inspiring you are. And they're gossiping about how you don't have to say anything because it's written in your energy. Your energy speaks for itself. Your life speaks for itself. Yeah, once again, they're gossiping, like the haters will say, that you're too sensitive and, you know. All right, pile 1. So I started to kind of delve into what some of the lower vibrational gossip would be about you, and then my light immediately went off. I really set my intention that we would receive only the highest divine truth, wisdom, clarity, and insight for your highest good. So I don't think you should actually even care about the haters. And honestly, it makes sense because it describes here that you are a very sensitive type, but sensitivity can be a strength. It's just a matter of whatever you input into your brain, into your psyche, into your heart, like that is going to manifest for you. So it's also being gossiped about how you really keep your distance from people, and it has elevated you in people's eyes even more. They see you shining because of it, and they realize, even if it's not conscious, that you're actually like cleansing your vibration. Some people may be painting it in a light as though, you know, you're like distancing yourself because you're too sensitive and whatever. But in reality, they recognize that the wisdom and the power in being able to set boundaries and that really empowers you, and it makes you shine in the way that you do, and it really makes you stand apart. So people are really acknowledging that about you. All right, let's get into the tarot. What is the gossip about my pile number ones? What is the gossip about my pile number one? What is the gossip about the pile number ones today? One card at a time, please. What's the gossip about my pile number ones? What's the gossip about my pile number ones? People are gossiping about how you actually have this strong power to be objective, and some people might take it as you being standoffish or cold or callous, but that actually in reality it's because you feel more deeply than the average person, and that's why you distance yourself. And they're gossiping about how wise that is, and that they kind of need to take a page out of your book. They're learning from you. Please clarify the King of Swords. What are people gossiping about my pile ones? What are people gossiping about my pile ones? Yeah, they're learning from you. They're taking notes, because in the past they didn't understand it and they just felt abandoned, and maybe that's what made them kind of judge you unfairly. But now they're recognizing that they were acting out of their ego and they weren't seeing you clearly because their feelings were hurt, but it wasn't even their feelings, it was their ego. And they recognized how powerful your emotions are, and how you have really taken power over your emotions in such a way that you are able to have a life that is truly happy, and they don't know how to do that for themselves. So they're gossiping about that delineation that you've made for yourself. And they're just gossiping about the work that you've done on yourself, and how you're able to, how it's progressing, and you're able to express it more accurately. Whereas in the past, maybe they didn't think that it was, they thought it was just like a phase or a fad or something that wouldn't last, and maybe they thought it was coming from your ego, but they're gossiping about how they can see that it's genuine and authentic, and how pleasurable your life is because of it. Nice. But they feel left out in the cold. They miss you, and they know they want to come close to you, but they feel and like be enveloped in this love and this peaceful energy that they feel coming, radiating from you. But they feel like you're really guarded, and they are trying to devise a plan on how to improve your relationship and come forward. Potentially for some of you. Oh no, my cards fell. Oh no, they all fell. One moment, pile number one. There are lots of disruptions in your reading today. Oh, bother. All right. They might be gossiping about how, some people might be gossiping about you being dramatic. But yeah, they really recognize you didn't wish for it, you worked for it. They find you to be a very powerful person, a very wise person, but also luck. But they know that you create your own luck. They see that because you've been describing your process to them little by little. You've been like sharing it, even like the smallest little things that you share with your family or on social media or with your friend group, just like whatever you do to express yourself or document your life. People are actually really tuning in, keeping a close eye, and they see just how divine and inspired your life is, and like how in alignment you are with the 7-7 and 11-11. They see like that things just kind of like flow really naturally for you. They're recognizing like the synchronicities in your life, and they're putting it all together, and how you're constantly going through changes, but you express like, this is the change I'm making, and then you make it happen. And they don't necessarily see you like doing hard labor. Maybe you do it in the background, they don't know. All they see is that, you know, you're actually creating, like, you're actually, like, from what they know about you and the life that you're living, you are living like the best life. You're living your best life. Maybe it's not their best life, but they see that you took the time to really recognize what was right for you and to go after it. Please clarify, Elder of Pentacles. Yeah, they see you as being really wise. There's this dichotomy in your energy, or this this nuance to your energy where they really recognize the strong, like more like masculine yang archetype of someone who's like handling business, but they also see you as really like maybe you're physically petite, or you're just like delicate in a sense. Yeah. What are people gossiping about you? And they know that you're just putting in like effort upon effort, like you're only compounding this lucky energy, this blessed energy, this successful energy. Like, they see you as being a boss of your life, so they see you as having authority, at least over your life and yourself. And they're gossiping about how they feel that that's more authority than they have, like, over anything. Let's clarify Ace of Swords. Yeah, they're gossiping about how, like, you get whatever you want. If you just, like, manifest it, I finessed it, take my pen and write some love letters to heaven, just like magic. Yeah, that Ariana Grande song, Just Like Magic. Although, you know, we don't stand Ariana Grande. We don't. They're gossiping about, again, how much they miss you. They really miss your energy. They find you to be, they're gossiping about how attractive you are, how alluring you are, how like mystical your aura is. They're gossiping a lot about your energy and your vibe and your aura, and how it's like things are dull without you, or in comparison, they feel dull. Or some people might be gossiping about how your life may seem like how you only share about like just the really surface level practical things in your life, but they feel like there's this allure to you and you're an enigma, and they want to know what's like really going on in the background, because they feel like you're actually like living this like really charmed, adventurous life and lifestyle. But yeah, they feel left in the past. They're gossiping about how you just like kind of ditched them and they have no access to you anymore. But yeah, there's a lot of emphasis on how attractive you are. Like you're like giving dream girl archetype. And part of it, they're gossiping about how they can tell, like if this is a person, like if you are heterosexual woman, this is a heterosexual woman talking about you, for example, they're gossiping about how they are taking notes on how to be like as attractive as you are, because they're finding you very attractive, and they see that it's kind of because you know when to walk away and you know when to pull back your energy and that kind of thing. And so they see that they're gossiping about how you're like getting whatever you want because of it. All right, some more specifics. What are people gossiping about my pile number one? What are people gossiping about my pile number one? What are people gossiping about my pile number one? What are people gossiping about my pile number one? They feel like you're just like really grown up. Like they're gossiping about how, like, given your kind of sensitive nature, they feel like your life is void of the kind of fun that they want to have, i.e., you know, drinking, going out and clubbing. Maybe they like see that as fun based on just like media they've consumed throughout their life and just habits they've formed. They see that you don't necessarily like struggle with those habits or really indulge in those things as much, and they're gossiping about how it doesn't seem like it's like their kind of fun, but they can tell that you are like totally living your best life, and ultimately like it's helped you to find like love and togetherness and like happiness in that way. But they feel like since you don't really indulge in certain behaviors anymore, that's why you've left them. That's why you don't want to hang out with them anymore. 10 of Wands in reverse. And the King of Pentacles. Yeah, they feel like you're kind of like just too grown up and mature and like focused like on your pentacle like way more than they are. Please clarify 2 of Cups. And it's not that they don't care about that, it's just like that's your focus. And maybe also like on your relationship, gossiping about how you're like they're gossiping about how when you care about somebody, you're a very loyal person, but you're also very like fierce and I was gonna say authoritative, but it's not so much authoritative as it is direct. And it's like they're gossiping about how you may seem sweet, but you have like a sharp side to you. Please clarify the Knight of Wands and the 4 of Swords. What are they gossiping about my pile number ones? Yeah, they're gossiping about how you're a heartbreaker, potentially, and how you broke their heart. Yeah, that you broke their heart because you have boundaries up towards them, and they think you're so hot, and they just want to indulge in your energy. Okay, ultimately, like they're dissatisfied because you set boundaries with them, but you seem to be doing better than ever. Potentially, that could resonate for someone. Doesn't have to be that exact scenario. And I'm just gonna move on to get some final messages. Anything that could be relevant to your situation and your growth at this time. We're gonna get some oracle messages about that. All right. What is the highest divine truth, wisdom, clarity, and insight for my pile number ones? Go ahead and take this time to tune in to receive the energy of the message and not just the words. Choose. The universe gives you more of whatever you focus on. If your emotions center on lack, misery, or anger, you'll be given more reasons to feel this way. Focus on abundance, joy, and love, and these are what you'll receive. Yeah, that's what I was saying at the beginning of the reading. I feel like you are like, your mind is like a movie screen for manifestation. So whatever you like put into your mind, it's like that's what you're receiving back through your life. So you're a master manifester, and that's both a blessing and a curse, because we're always manifesting. Whatever we're tuning into, that's what we're attracting in to our life. So you especially are someone who has the privilege of being very considerate and careful with your vibration, and that's why I really feel like God didn't want me to share any negativity in this reading, because it could very easily like siphon your energy. Pile 1. Money. Leave a banknote, either a real one or photocopied one, in front of a mirror so you can see its reflection. More money will begin to flow toward you as a consequence. I also feel like, so in the same token, just as the negative things will amplify, you amplify the positive things just as easily. And finally, this is in reverse. A man is not rightly conditioned until he is a happy, healthy, and prosperous being. And happiness, health, and prosperity are the result of a harmonious adjustment of the inner with the outer of the man with his surroundings. Yeah, so I feel like along your journey, the balance of negativity and positivity will make itself known, but I feel like you are kind of special and of a higher vibration in that you get to kind of be polarized within the light quite a bit, and you don't really have to like delve into those like more harsh negative energies. Like some people, like you may have a lot of like Venusian energy, which isn't always easy, or Jupiterian energy. Like you may have like a lot of harmony already within yourself, and it's just really important for you to constantly maintain it, because I feel like you're like you have powerful energy with a sensitive mind. You're a sponge that, so just as easily as things come in energetically, you also output that's same vibration. You also like share that same energy just as easily. So in order to have like a positive output, you got to have a positive input. And that's your path. Finally, radiate. Stand in front of the mirror each day and say out loud, I am the perfect shape for my optimum health now. Wholeheartedly believe in what you are saying. Yeah, a lot of like energy about mirroring, and that just like goes to show with this reflective nature that you have and this receptive nature that you have. So just take care of you. Self-care is so totally important for this pile, to keep you in that really powerful, seemingly delicate energy that you're in. It's not an easy task, and you have become a very powerful master, you've taken that authority over your energy, and just keep up the good work. That's all I have for you, pile number 1. Go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonated with you. And I am so looking forward to seeing you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 2. If you chose the rose candle, this will be a reading for what is the gossip about you these days. Let's get right into it. Before we do, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to this video. Let us know how it impacted you. Let's get started. All right. What is the gossip on my pile number 2s? Okay, when I was shuffling the tarot, I was getting all of this energy about I was getting like Emperor energy. So the gossip about you is that you're really getting your finances in order, you're looking abundant, you're looking kind of, I don't know why rectified came into my mind, but maybe like in the past you were more of a, like a, I don't know, party person, or people saw you as unserious, and so they're gossiping about how you've really gotten yourself together and you are a lot more successful than they expected. Wow, these came out quickly. People are gossiping about just how put together your life is, your life seems. How you have all your ducks in a row and all of the conventional things that you're meant to have and create. It looks like you've got your bases covered. What are people gossiping about my pile number 2s? People are gossiping about how you either got yourself together or are getting yourself together in order to attract like a partner, like a life partner. So either you've attracted a life partner or you're getting yourself together in such a way where you're able to do that. So they see you like dotting your I's, crossing your T's, and doing all the work and saving money, and maybe like they're gossiping about you like getting ready to get married, or like looking for the one. Yeah, you're looking for the person to settle down with. And they really feel like you're maturing because maybe you used to be more of like a bachelor, bachelorette archetype, or you didn't feel like you would ever settle down, or maybe you didn't feel like you would ever find that person, but people are saying like you're definitely, if you haven't already found that person, then they're saying like you're an eligible bachelor or bachelorette, and they can see that you're opening your mind to kind of the beauty of what it means to be in partnership in that way, and they're really proud of you because of it. So they see you like maturing in that, in regards to relationships. All right, let's get some tarot. What's the gossip on my pile number 2? It's the gossip about my pile. Yeah, there you go. Like pursuing home and family, and really getting your life together. What's this? What is the gossip about my pile number 2? Please clarify the Chariot. Please clarify 3 of Swords. Please clarify 7 of Pentacles. The gossip is you've actually had a hard time in love. You tend to kind of keep things to yourself. when it comes to that. But people see you opening your mind and opening your heart to the possibility of trying again, opening your heart, and really cultivating something with someone. They feel like you've always had that quality about you, but you were unlucky in love, and you're putting more of your energy into developing yourself, especially when it comes to financially, in order to be the best you can be for your partner. So they see you, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. So they see you recalibrating your focus from pursuing romance like all willy-nilly to actually just like being more internally motivated and having an internal locus of control when it comes to your relationship. So really approaching it with more empowerment and more maturity and being more like self-contained. So people are actually really proud of you, and they're gossiping about like how empowered you're becoming and how you're planting so many seeds that will reap rewards and benefits for a long time to come. And so that's how they know that the motivation that you have for love is finally more substantial and legitimate. And they also see that you're tired of like just like third-party situations. You're tired of playing the field. For you, that is like tiresome, like, and played out. All right, let's get some more. What are people gossiping about my pile number 2s? What are people gossiping about my pile number 2s? Yeah, leaving some things behind in the past. Really like making endings and big changes in order to go towards your stability. And what are people gossiping about my pile? You're clearing out this like past, like the past version of yourself, either a past life if you think in terms of reincarnation, or the how you showed up in the world when you were younger, which was emotionally cold and lazy. For some of you, that's their gossiping. That it feels like you're melting your heart and becoming warmer. And wanting to kind of step up to the plate that of like just the duty to your life, to the world, to, you know, whatever it is, your coworkers, your employees, your boss, your family member. Like they see you like having more consideration. Let's clarify 5 of Swords. What are people gossiping about my pile 2s? What are people gossiping? But it's because you've been really, really hard done by, and you're still like healing from it. Please clarify 6 of Cups. What are people gossiping about my pile 2s? But they feel like you've found the right kind of motivation, inspiration, and spark in order to pursue a real, healthy, happy relationship. Please clarify Seven of Swords and the High Priestess. What are people gossiping about my pile? Choose. Last but not least. And yeah, they see you trying to, understanding that it's time to cleanse yourself of your old ways of being. Or this is what they're gossiping about. Like, I don't know. These people see you as maybe like a player in the past, or like not really like serious about relationships potentially. And this is giving like very much like male energy specifically. But doesn't have to be. But they feel like you're starting to recognize like the error of your ways and how you were conducting yourself in relationships. And you're finding legitimate passion. But they may be gossiping about like some like love triangles from the past that you had been involved in, regardless of like where you were like in the triangle. People are gossiping about that, and how you like did so much work on yourself to overcome these dynamics, and you're finally putting it to rest and enjoying your time alone, and just like recovering your sense of self in a really positive way. Anything else? I'm just gonna get one from each. Actually, I'm just gonna go to the other cards. All right, give me some more can I have more specific energy regarding more Six of Cups? People are gossiping about like your past and like just the drama that you had in your relationships in the past. What are people gossiping about my pile number 2s? And they're gossiping about how it's blocked your perception of how to like move forward and what choices to make and what's best for you. Like you are taking more time. You're not just like moving forward and collaborating and connecting with anyone and everyone. You're kind of weighing your options. You're more hesitant and you're more cautious. Because another thing is they feel like at heart you're like a serious romantic. And so that's gotten you in a lot of trouble before. They're gossiping, yeah, about how like this is what's brought you the new beginning, is like slowing down, being more cautious, and not being so head over heels and forthright. And I don't know if you were really a player in the past, but it made you come off as a player because of how fast you would rush in to relationships. Yeah, it's like you're putting to rest that like Seven of Swords energy. Seven of Swords being kind of hasty. Yeah, it's the hasty energy you're getting rid of, and it's giving you a lot of satisfaction. The hastiness, the being like kind of like driven by passion. Let's clarify Ace of Pentacles. But you're also not like, but it's now it's like so restricted that it's kind of like creating conflicts in your love life, and it's kind of blocking you a bit. All right, final messages about what are people gossiping about my pile. number twos for their highest good with ease and grace. But yeah, they see you moving forward. They see it working out in your favor. They think it's just a matter of time before you learn how to kind of balance the two different ways of being in relationships, because they kind of don't think that either one is particularly helping you. They feel like they're both making you dissatisfied. And what's really needed is a little bit more collaboration, and they see that coming for you into the future. Once you realize that, like, just because the hasty energy hurt you doesn't mean you have to have stagnant energy in relationships. So yeah, that's what I see for my pile number twos. I'm just gonna get one more message for you, and this is just a personal message that will give you some insight, and it doesn't have to be about what we picked up on today, just whatever you have on your heart, on your mind, whatever you need to hear for your highest good. Let's get into that. Yeah, but I see you like moving forward with your goals in actually in life in general, but definitely with your finances, and they feel like this is the way to go that's going to just attract the relationship to you rather than you hastily and impulsively like existing in relationships. All right, so what is the highest divine truth, wisdom, clarity, and insight for my pile number two with ease and grace? Pamper. I got this in pile one as well, if you want to watch that one. Every day do at least one thing that you truly love, which brings you joy. Revel in what you are doing, even if you can only spare a few minutes for it. This will benefit your health. Kind of speaks for itself. There's a deep need with all of the energy that you're putting into your finances, that you're putting into kind of working on yourself and having restraint and growing in discipline. You need to make sure that you're balancing it out with at least a little bit of time to unwind and allow yourself to be free and relax and really like stay connected with a sense of pleasure and passion. You don't need to deny it completely just because it has harmed you in the past. It was because you were utilizing it in excess, but now you can balance it you can bring it into balance with, you know, discipline being your focus, and then this being a retreat from that in like a healthy, balanced way. Leave a banknote, either a real one or a photocopied one, in front of a mirror so you can see its reflection. More money will begin to flow toward you as a consequence. I feel like the moves you're making are money moves. You are really manifesting more prosperity, and so there's nothing to worry about in that vein. You might be worried or just like really preoccupied with your finances, but this is asking you to lean into a more holistic perspective on your finances rather than just like work, because sometimes, especially if you are in sales or you have like a business where, you know, finances can fluctuate, that kind of like obsessive, like obsessing over your money can actually like be an energetic blockage. So you have to make sure that you're incorporating enough like flow and ease into your life, into your lifestyle, into your mindset and perspective and practice around your finances and every area of your life, just to maintain balance, just to maintain joy, and just to maintain peace. That's my main advice to you. Hope. Concentrate on joy, not sorrow, on smiles, not frowns, on forgiveness, not resentment, on empathy, not lack of understanding, on love, not hate. The results will be breathtaking. I'm really picking up that there's a need for more lightness in your life. You don't have to punish yourself or feel like impotent based on things. Balance, yeah. Things from the past. And the best way to ensure that you are kind of free of those mental prisons that we can put ourselves into, those energetic prisons we can put ourselves into, is to make sure to incorporate ease, gentleness with yourself. Let's just read this one. People who overly take care of their health are like misers. They hoard up a treasure which they never enjoy. Interesting. Yeah, so too much of anything is not good. Even these disciplinary actions, these self-care, discipline-based like self-care practices should have an element of moderation in them. That is my final message for you, pile number 2. It was such a joy and pleasure reading for you. I can't wait to see how you felt about it. Go ahead and leave me a comment below. Like, comment, share this, and subscribe. And looking forward to seeing you next time. Bye! Hi, pile 3. If you chose the jasmine candle, this is your reading about what the gossip is on you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below to let me know how this resonated with you. And let's get right into it. All right. What is the gossip on my pile number 3s? What's the gossip on my pile number 3s? New exercise program, okay? People can see that you're taking better care of yourself. They feel like you have kind of found your rhythm of things and that you're in alignment. So your mind and your body are both moving in the right direction for you, and that's evident in your physical appearance. Like, you look healthy. Realizations and epiphanies. People really, an end of an era. People feel like people are gossiping that you are getting your stuff together, that you're no longer dealing with situations, people, patterns of being that don't serve you. They can see you're inviting a lot of healing energy and you've put a lot of focus into coming out of a really difficult time. Maybe you've moved to a new location for some of you, doesn't have to be for all of you, but they definitely see that you've made an internal transformation that is causing changes in your external reality. Yeah. Ultimately, you look really great, but they can tell that it's not just your body that's changed. Again, it's a whole internal transformation of your spirit and your mind that has reflected onto the way you take care of yourself. It's reflected onto your physical appearance. And you look younger, pile 3. You somehow you look both younger as well as more mature. All right, that's all I'm getting here. All right, let's get into the tarot. What is the gossip about my pile number 3? What's the gossip about my pile number 3? What's the gossip about my pile number 3? What's the gossip about my pile number 3? So people saw you go through a really tough time in your life. And some people wanted to help you, but it was really something that you had to like grow through on your own. It was part of your path. And they see that you've really risen to the challenge. Please clarify ego. They feel like you were really just stuck in your own way, but you had to overcome and learn what was there like within your mind that was blocking you. You had to like, you could only sift through that on your own. Please clarify 3 of Swords. But they realize that you're working, they're gossiping about you working really hard, but the fact is, and they wanted to help you and they thought you needed help and they're there for you, but they see that you actually have all the tools to handle it on your own and you're doing it very successfully. And they're gossiping. Some people are gossiping. I feel like you have a good group of people like who are speaking about you. They really admire you. They are gossiping about how you can really handle so many things. And that they see that you only get better and better and better and progress with time. That they're gossiping about how much you've matured in their eyes. All right. What are people gossiping about with my pile number 3s? What are people gossiping about my pile number 3s? They see you as being so balanced, so abundant. Like, they feel like you have found a trustworthy group of people or friendships in your life. They see you as being, they're gossiping about how much of a pleasure you are to connect with and how easy you are to connect with and how you bring so much joy and wisdom into their life and you help them see things in a way that they'd never seen them before. They're gossiping about how you're journeying with people you love. You've really found your tribe. They're gossiping about how they miss you, but they're trying to give you space to come back to them. They don't want to pressure you because they feel like they're gossiping about how you're doing better without them around. Maybe you have a partner, pile number 3, and they're gossiping about how you and your partner like have such a balanced, healthy relationship. You're 2 peas in a pod. And how blessed you are like in union, but also how much you bless the people in your life. You bring so much to your relationships. It's like you are just oozing excess of value wherever you go. And it's especially the value of wisdom. Let's clarify 2 of Wands. What are people gossiping about my pile 3? Yeah, they just see you getting better and better, and they're sad that they didn't acknowledge your value in the past, because they always knew this about you, but you're different to them, so they didn't know how to they didn't know how to support you through your process, and they're sad that you have to like go at this process separately from them, because they really love you, they really admire you, but they just didn't know how to support you. And they're gossiping about how worried they are that you guys will never reconcile, but that they feel like things might be getting better, and they hope that things might be getting better, and that for some of you, they're really being forced to work on their own spirituality and have faith that things will get better. Like, that's all they can do is have faith. But yeah, they're gossiping about how you don't like really communicate with them as much as they'd like. All right, let's get some more specifics. What are people gossiping about my pile number 3s? They're gossiping about how indecisive you are. What are they gossiping about my pile number 3s? But it doesn't really matter, because things always work out for you, because you're always putting in the right kind of efforts in faith. So they're learning a lot about faith from you, because they really assumed that you wouldn't be able to kind of elevate on your own. They really believed that you needed help, because they saw this indecisive quality that you had. What are they gossiping about my pile number 3s? But now they're recognizing that that indecision was actually just this multi-dimensional nature that you had, and that you have this ability to juggle so many different talents and hobbies and goals all together as one. And so that's why, you expressed this seeming inconsistency in your nature, because you don't have a consistent nature. You have a very nuanced nature, and they're just kind of honoring the value of that, because they see that even though you seem inconsistent and you seem like unsure sometimes, it doesn't take away from your work ethic, and it actually adds to the quality of your behavior. It gives you more insight and wisdom and integrity. Even though consistency is usually kind of used interchangeably, or can be used interchangeably with integrity, they see that actually integrity isn't always sticking so resolutely to things that just aren't in alignment for you. And they see that by letting them go, you, like, even though they feel sad in your absence, they feel that you have found clarity in their absence. Please clarify 7 of Pentacles. I mean, wow, who really says this kind of stuff? This person, you have really made this person reflect and on themselves. Yeah, they may be gossiping and saying that you're like a heartbreaker, and they feel like just a conquest for you, and you know, this is like people who are in a lower vibration, that they were just they feel like they were just a notch in your belt, and that or they treated you like some kind of notch in their belt or a conquest, but now they kind of want to slow it down and recognize your value because you've recognized your own value. But now you don't want anything to do with them. And they see you being open out in the world in a positive way, just not with them. They see that you're the opposite of like closed off. You're actually very, very open, and you're the opposite of destitute. In their absence, you're actually very successful. And they can only see it like, you know, through means of like social media or hearing about you through other people. And they want to, they've elevated their energy as a result of you, and they want to elevate even more. So they're gossiping about how they're really going to get themselves together so that they can have a better relationship with you. Wow. That was beautiful and intense. Man, what are y'all out here doing, pile number 3? Okay. Must really look good. It's not about looks. You must really, really be making an impact through your healing journey, your self-improvement, and I commend you. We're gonna get one final message. This message is just to kind of share any insights that may be relevant for you right now in your journey. All right, what is the highest divine truth, wisdom, clarity, and insight for my pile number 3 with ease and grace? What's the highest divine truth, wisdom, clarity, and insight for my pile number 3 with ease and grace? Energize. Do not focus on any pain, discomfort, or ill health that you're experiencing. Focus instead on being well. Always think of yourself as being completely happy, full of energy, at ease with yourself, and in vibrant health. Yeah, big emphasis on health here. Let go. It's impossible to attract loving relationships into your life if you feel there isn't enough love to go around, or if you still regret past relationships. Let regrets go and focus instead on how there is more than enough love for everyone. Yeah, so if these people who are gossiping about you have impacted you in a negative way, just know that they actually love you. They really love you. It's not you, it's them. In a sense, but not even that. It's more so about, don't let that block you off from the new relationships that could be available to you in your life. Let this be a message of healing to reconcile your heart and soul when it comes to the pain that they may have caused, and know that they are realizing the error of their ways, and they're wishing you well. So just know that it's healed and complete on their end in terms of them taking accountability, and allow that to let you forgive. We forgive, we don't forget. You know, if you know, it's going to be different for each of you. I don't know how you should deal with, you know, your past relationships, that friendships, whatever, that aren't really serving you anymore, or how you can decide whether they are serving you again. For some of you, it's going to be like be open to allowing people from the past to have a second chance and to have forgiveness. For some of you, it's going to be to forgive and move on. For a lot of you, it's going to be to move on with this let go here, because you're really thriving without them, and they realize that, and they're talking about it. So it's just that pain, these kinds of heartbreaks leave a lasting impression in our psyche. So as part of whatever health improvements you're making, don't neglect your psyche, and don't allow yourself to maintain stuckness and stagnance as a status quo in regards to being closed off to relationships. Allow yourself to open your heart and let love in, because now you have strength and wisdom that people see, probably more than you even see for yourself, that you've developed through these past hurts. So be grateful for them and be open to something new and to embracing it in a new light, in a new way, in a new day. All right, pile number 3. I think that's all for you. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below how this resonated for you. And I am so looking forward to seeing you in our next reading. Bye!